Shiba Inu Coin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market are performing very well lately, and it has a lot to do with economic data. We're going to be looking at that economic data here in a second, kind of understanding a little bit why you may have seen a bounce back up in prices. But I also want to go over this article because it talks about Shiba Inu Coin and the fact that only 1 trillion Shiba Inu Coin traded in the last 24 hours. Now guys, this is nowhere near where it was just a couple of days ago when Shiba Inu Coin saw 10 trillion SHIB trading hands. And we're going to talk about some of the implications of that. And then, of course, we're going to be jumping into the Pepe Unchained pre-sale, because Pepe Unchained is doing better than almost all of the other pre-sales out there. And I believe it's because of its main focus on meme coins. Let's talk about it, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we got Pepe Unchained on the screen right now. And if at any time during this video you guys find yourself interested in buying, make sure you use that link down in the description below or the pinned comment. It's going to pull you up to this website right here, but we're going to go over this more in a second. I want to go over, you know what, before we jump into Shiba Inu Coin in this article here, let's talk about the move in the overall cryptocurrency space. And in order to understand that, we've got to go out to some of the economic data. Now, just last Friday, you guys remember it, man, everything began falling off a cliff last Friday. And it had a lot to do with the unemployment rate that came out. People were worried, and recession fears started to kick up last Friday after the unemployment rate went from 4.1% to an unexpected 4.3%. Now, the economic data for jobless claims and continuing jobless claims came out, and a little bit of a mixed bag here. But the continuing jobless claims, the previous number was 1.869 million. The actual number came in at 1.875 million. That's slightly above what we were seeing on the last reading there. But here's a very important one, the initial jobless claims. If somebody loses their job, right, the unemployment rate is going up, you expect more people to be losing their jobs, they would file for unemployment insurance. And the previous reading was 250,000, but this reading was only 233,000. The consensus was for 240,000. So this number came in better than expectations and better than the previous reading. Now, what does this say? Clearly, these people don't have to file their jobless claims the moment they lose their job. The data can lag a little bit, but people were very optimistic about this because it's not necessarily impacting the overall economy, and it's not necessarily impacting these jobless claims just because we saw that unemployment rate tick up. Now, you guys may or may not know this, I'm not sure, but the unemployment rate looks at people who are actively seeking employment, right? So we could have had a surge in people returning to the workforce, which would have caused the unemployment rate to tick back up. That could be one of the reasons, and that might be why people are overreacting to the positive side with this economic data, but I did want to throw that out there. Now, let's go take a look at just 1 trillion Shiba Inu Coin trading hands before we jump into Pepe Unchained here. Whale trading volumes for Shiba Inu Coin surged significantly recently as the market was collapsing. Whales are eating the dip. Guys, whales are going to make money in this upcoming market. I don't know if you are, but whales certainly will. The market was very volatile and uncertain, as evidenced by the nearly 10 trillion SHIB that are transacted during the turbulent time. Around 1 trillion SHIB were moved in the last day. But as the dust settles, transaction volumes are returning to more normal levels. The cryptocurrency is frequently perceived as an extremely volatile crypto and driven by market sentiment more than its intrinsic value. Doesn't have any intrinsic value. Shiba Inu Coin transaction volume has dropped dramatically as the market stabilizes. The reversion to lower volumes indicates that the spike in activity was not long-term trend, but rather an immediate response to the crash. The normalization of transaction volumes could signify consolidation phase, during which investors reevaluate their holdings and prices level off. Shiba Inu Coin's recent price action continued to reflect the underlying uncertainty and lack of strong buying interest with this return to normalcy. Guys, like it or not, we do have to deal with the volatility, the uncertainty, and unfortunately, the fear in the market. Now, once this fear and once the dust settles, Shiba Inu Coin will soar higher. And tokens like Pepe Unchained will soar higher as well. I don't know if it's going to happen next week, next month, next year, or when. But what I do know is that if you guys are interested in buying Pepe Unchained, it's very easy. You click that link, you click Connect Wallet or Wallet Connect here. I scan this QR code. You guys can connect however you want. But from there, you simply determine how much you want to buy. If you want to grab 1 Ethereum worth, you're going to be walking away with 270,335 Pepe Unchained. But why is this token so special? Number one, you can still receive great staking rewards at 253%, and they're going to be able to keep those token rewards up because the tokenomics set aside 30% of the entire supply to pay out those staking rewards. So they will be able to continue paying a higher level. But here's what I want to focus on. If you click on About, Pepe Unchained is the future of meme coins. It is a layer 2 blockchain built for speed, security, low fees, and of course, memes. Pepe token, which is what you're buying here, would power the entire ecosystem. It says you're early enough to witness a new golden age of meme coins, with Pepe in his rightful place as king, and Pepe Unchained layer 2, his kingdom. Guys, right now, I know you've seen this graph before, I've shown it so many times. Retail investors are nowhere to be found right now. We're in the bottom. Look, you can see it proceeding up or leading up to the 2017 bull market. Interest by retail investors down near zero. 2017 bull market very, very, very fast up, very, very fast down. Then you've got nothing for years. I mean, this doesn't look like a very long graph, but this is years. You're talking 2018 all the way through the end of 2020. 2018, 2019, 2020. You're talking 3 years worth there. Very fast up, very fast down. Now, guys, here we are, 2022, right? Here we sit at 2020, at the end of 2024, 2022, 2023, 2024. Retail investors will return very quickly, and then they will once again leave very quickly. But you can't wait to get in until the retail interest is here, or you're going to be paying the all-time high prices. You have to be willing to ignore the fear, ignore the emotion, ignore what everybody else is doing, and do what you believe is best. And if you can accumulate during these phases, that's when you see the 2-3x gains in Bitcoin. The 3-4x gains in Ethereum, the 5-10x gains in Solana. You're talking moving on down the line, maybe the 10x, 15x gains in something like a Shiba Inu Coin or a Pepe or one of the larger meme coins out there. And yes, potential 20, 30, 40, 50x gains in these tiny little tokens. I'm not saying every single one of them is going to rocket higher. But if you go back to the 2021 bull market, if you go look at these little tokens that came out just prior to the bull market taking place, they're the ones that soared up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 gains, 50x gains in a 1 month period. Pepe Unchained could do that because its focus on memes is going to attract retail investors. I want to know what you guys think about it down in the comments below, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.